Yeah, that like built up a little bit. Okay. All right. I'm cool. I didn't cry. You guys are lying. Shut up. I didn't cry anyway. No tears came out. Just a little bit of shimmer going on. All right. I had something in my eye. Bit of dust. There's a bit of dust. That's what it was. Okay. As somebody who is a big Arknights fan and somebody who massively appreciates the music, I've been recently introduced to Limbus Company as another amazing gacha game that just doesn't get the love it deserves, specifically in the West as well. And I've been having a blast with it. But I've also been alerted and told about the actual music for Limbus Company as well. So I'm excited to see what we've got here. I've just looked. This has got 24 million views and nearly 200k likes, which is insane. So these are all Mili songs. We've got a little playlist here. We're going to go through them. We're going to check them out. And hopefully we're going to have some amazing music to bless our ears here, guys. So I'm excited, man. So should we get straight into it? Let's do it, man. Let's go. Artwork's gorgeous as well. Thumbs up, P-Moon. I just noticed the arms around the waist. Okay. Oh, these lyrics are nice. Okay. All right. This definitely feels like it vibes with Limbus when I play so far. These lyrics are beautiful. Okay, so there's talking about Dante. I'm so locked in. This is the buzz. I love the mix between the two vocals. There's a bit of a theme here of Dante and the crew. This, I really like this. I love the dual vocal. I really like the dual vocals. Do you know, there's definitely nods towards like Dante's Tain and like what he goes through every time he does his reload, right, and he rewinds things, but then it also seems like it's going through everybody else's experience as well as it's happening. That was beautiful, actually. That was actually genuinely really pretty. I've said this already. I love the dual vocals. That bounces off each other really nice as well. Okay, all right, banger to start us off. I'm impressed so far. I actually am impressed. That was an actual vibe. That was. So that one was In Hell We Live, Lament, featuring Kehoe from Myth and Reed. Okay, I'm here for it. That was a banger. That was a banger, actually. Loving the L2D work as well. Looks good. The songs make you feel emotional. I feel it a lot. Definitely. Like I say, Arknights does that for me as well, right? Especially as you play the game. I'm sure this will be one of those that I'll come back to listen to stuff as I experience more of the game, and I'll get it a bit more, because Arknights did that for me, where there was music, I appreciated it from, okay, this is good music, but then you come back to it after you've played parts of the game and you're like, okay, this makes a lot more sense now. Like, one, Calcit song, right? I didn't listen to that before I got to like stuff with Calcit, but listening to that after playing, it was Walking the Dust, right? After playing that, it was like, oh, that resonates with it so much more now. All right, let's go on to this one then. Next one, we've got Between Two Worlds, Realm of Light. All right then, and this is another one, 13 million views. These get insane amounts of views, don't they? All right, let's go. I'm here for it. Okay, we don't need CCs. Look at that artwork. I was just saying, this almost feels like Christmas. You don't say. It's angelic, isn't he? What I like, ethereal. Bro, it's at Christmas. But does common fire hold so much power? This looks like somebody being assaulted by multiple Twitter comments. Oh, I didn't expect this. It almost seems like hopeful, but like almost hopeless, with torment and everything intertwined within it. Okay, the realm of darkness now. I guess that was a bit more of the hopeful viewpoint than, yeah. You said something about the bike. Oh, okay. Got a little switch up now. This is dramatic. We're building up to something. This has got me tapping my foot. Okay. So it almost seems like it went from hope now into a bit of a despair. Yeah, we're definitely more despair now, right? These lyrics? This seems like one of those songs, man. It's gonna take multiple listens. There's so many levels to it. Damn, okay. That felt like a bit of a journey. I don't know what to say about that one. The lyrics are brilliant. That build-up as we go into the second half of the song was into the realm of darkness in that second half. That build-up was... Ooh, when you do the cantos, it'll kind of contribute to an overarching theme, puts in more context. Definitely, I can imagine that, as I say, there's going to be stuff that I'm going to come... Because I will come back to. I'll come back to these and be like, okay, whole new perspective of this now. I'm totally getting the context. I'm understanding the message, the true message, if you will, or the true references and stuff that are happening there. But definitely felt it like it started off of a melancholic, hopeful part into this more despairing. But also there was like, I don't know if I was getting like this idea of like hints of potential rejuvenation there as well. This was cool. This was cool. How about we all lament a little? A big switch up. I didn't expect anything to be sounding like this. Yeah, this one caught me off guard a little bit. I'm not going to lie. It actually caught me off guard a little bit. Okay, then let's have a look at this one. Then Fly My Wings. Another one that's got 16 million views. These do insane numbers, right? Actual insane numbers. Okay, then Fly My Wings. Let's get into it. I don't know what to expect now. It's kind of getting me a little bit like Arknights, where I'm like, I feel like I'm going to be getting hit from left field constantly through these songs. It's one of your favourites until Hero. Okay. The illustrations are made by Ao Fujimori, who does the artwork for all of Mili's songs. Oh, okay. Beautiful. The artwork is beautiful, actually. I like it. Okay, then let's get into it. Just about to say, this almost feels childlike. I love the voice. Oh, well. Yeah, we're talking about hope again then, yeah.
You're doing what you love. Isn't that enough? Isn't that enough? A genius perfect job. Isn't that enough? Isn't that enough? Again and again.
This almost feels like a stage song.
Lock me down, stake me to the ground.
Ooh. I really like this. Even more peak with context. I can't wait for the context. The soil gave me warmth. Is that like a nod to death?
It'd be easier to give in. Why are these hands tracing dreams out of my reach? Is my thirst for normalcy gone?
Okay. I really like this. I think this might be my favourite so far. It's obviously got to be talking about someone passing, right? Which we know already from what I've seen happens in Limbus. Obviously, we saw it all get rewound, like, but you know, the wings, the ground offering warmth. That was beautiful. I think that's my favourite so far. That, like, it had like a very like stage type presence. You know, like I could imagine going to a show and seeing that performed. Do you know what I mean? On the stage, that very much had that feeling to me. Something that I could go down to London to watch and enjoy like a stage performance of something like that. And it wouldn't feel out of place at all. Again, I'm lacking context. Because I am excited to play more of Limbus anyway, because so far I've been really enjoying the setting. It's hit me very much like Arknights in that sense, that the premise, the setting, the characters, the world itself is like very intriguing, and also it's a game that much like Arknights isn't afraid to play with more gritty, darker themes. Probably overall a little bit more darker than Arknights. Like, don't get me wrong, Arknights goes there when it goes there, but overall so far from what I've experienced, obviously Kanto 2 a lot more lighthearted compared to the body horror of Kanto 1. Yeah, this was beautiful. This was beautiful. I think so far out of the 3 that I've listened to, I really like this, but I've enjoyed all 3 of them. I really, really enjoyed that one though. All right, let's have a look at this one. That artwork is gorgeous. I love that. This is Compass, and 28 million as well. Holy cow, these guys are printing views. Let's get into it then, man. I really, really do like this artwork here. This is beautiful. It's really pretty. Everything so far has definitely had this more ethereal feel to it though. Not even sure if dark is the right word. I think it's good because it handles mature themes with respect. Maybe, yeah. Okay. We're moving on from trauma here. This is beautiful as well. These vocals. It's almost like what I'm getting from this event of context, almost like past trauma from a relationship or a trauma with somebody else. However that relationship was, I don't know the context of it, but that's what it kind of feels like. I like that effect at the end. Boss music. Ooh, okay. Damn. Okay. So there's some great music in games and stuff, right? And I said this before about Arknights. There's some music in certain games that are like peak of peak. But Arknights has a lot of amazing stuff. And there's some gacha games with some great music, right? Like great orchestral sounds and stuff like that, and great beats and all that sort of stuff where you're like, damn, banger. But this, very much like some of the Arknights songs, seems to go a little bit beyond that. As you guys are saying, you know, like talking about like the stories and actually relating to stuff that's going on into the game. Even though I don't have the context, I can see like, you know, it's a little bit more than that rather than just pretty vocals and pretty audio. It feels like there's some genuine heart and emotions put into it. You know what I mean? Like my layman's idea from that, it feels like somebody who's trying to get past the trauma with another person potentially. Now I might be just looking at that in a too much of a on the nose kind of way, or I'm not getting it at all. But that's kind of like the feeling I get from that, of somebody like trying to, you know, almost like it's like that idea of a toxic relationship or something, like, you know what I mean? The trauma with somebody else. And it might not even be with somebody. It might be with a place even. But it definitely felt like it was the trauma with potentially with like another person, whether that's a loved one, a family member, a friend, or whatever. Interesting. Okay. All right, then. On to the next one. Guys, I'm going to have to go back and like all of these as well, because these are actually... I wouldn't even say banger's the right word for these. These are pretty. Do you know what I mean? These are pretty. That's revenge on a person. Yeah, somewhat as well, I guess. But it's like, is the revenge on the person actually committing an act on them, or is it the act of walking away almost? That's the sort of vibe I was getting from it as well. Do you know what I mean? That's the sort of vibe I was getting from it as well. Maybe I'm misinterpreting it. They are, yeah, I agree. They are. They're pretty. They're beautiful. I know that's an unusual word to use, but they are. It sounds pretty on my ears. It is gorgeous. Okay, then. Through Patches of Violet is the next one then, guys. Let's get into it then. Let's get into it. This one's 33 million. Holy cow, it's just getting bigger. This artwork is absolutely gorgeous as well. This is wallpaper worthy. This is wallpaper worthy. All right, let's get into it. Through the Patches of Violet. Let's go. It sounds another stage-like song. I like these dual vocals again. It's one vocalist as well. This almost seems like the opposite side of the story from the last one. Yeah, she's amazing on the vocals. She's amazing. Delete it all. Can I use your computer for 5 minutes? Hold on, hold on. I've got something to say in a second that's probably totally incorrect, right? Because I don't have the context, but it's just what I'm getting, the feeling I'm getting. That ending was beautiful. That felt like heavy. Do you know what I mean? Felt like weighty, if you will. Like that, like definitely seems like the person on the other side, in a sense, to me. Almost the person who understands the issues but doesn't want to let it become reality. You know what I mean? As I say, that idea of almost like, this is like, again, layman's again, I am a dumbass, coming from that idea of it almost feels like somebody in a relationship once again, but also to the point where it's like they understand that this is going nowhere and that person would be better off without them, but also that feeling, you know, of not wanting to let go. You know, I think, I don't know if you've been there in a relationship, you know, it should be done. You don't want to let it go. Again, going back to that previous song, it almost feels like the other person's like, yo, I've got away from that. I'm better off without this. I've tore off that oppressive, toxic experience, and it feels almost like the opposite end to that. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of what it feels like. Almost. You know, it's the lyrics are there. I'm probably misinterpreting it. I've got no context, but it's what it feels like. Beautiful as well. Again, every single one of these so far. Again, there haven't been like, oh, banger. Art Nights has plenty of those, and has also art. Every single one of these has just felt like seriously introspective, gorgeous art. You know what I mean? Another one that this is just, I could go to a stage show and watch this, honestly. Like if this was a stage show and I could go with like Rosie, I'd be so down. I'd be so down. Do these guys ever freaking tour? Because I'd be here, man. Okay, then, so we've got Hero now. This one's on 28 million views as well. Okay, it's mad how many views these have done, and I listen to gaming music and stuff, and I've never listened to any of these songs. Okay, then Hero. Let's see what this one's saying as well, then, guys.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're swaying on horseback. The hills are green and the birdies sing and roses are pink. Experience I never had. I'm so happy.
like the vibe of this song.
The road you showed me broadened my horizon. Forever my hero, forever my hero. I am your biggest fan, I am your biggest fan. Merry-go round in a circle I run. It's so much fun leaving me empty behind.
Is this about Don Quixote?
I fell down the horseback with my crippled legs, and then it starts to rain. Sure, it's all fake. Raindrops wash down the facade, hills are painted, birdies are robotic, roses are made of black. Excitement that I feel, excitement that I feel. Return to the shop, 'cause now I understand. Heroes cannot be real.
I think,
Heroes cannot
one,
be real.
I'm getting it from the vibe of the song, but also I think watching that literacy literature reference book video as well kind of lead me towards that quickly. Or is this Don Quixote with long hair, is he? Okay. Is this when it comes into the problems that can come from too much escapism? Escapism can be great. A little bit too much can be a problem. Or is it then you go on to think you're a knight? Oh, okay. So, I just heard you guys mention the cantos then. So, is this in order of the cantos? So, was that, because like in that first one, you know when he was talking about like the flesh and sin and that, was that talking about like Gregor and the apple and everything, was it? Like I was getting that, but I was like, I wasn't sure if I was just looking into it too much. Because like then we started to talk about Dante, and then I was like, wait a minute, but like, you know, we did have the rollback with Dante, and that's why I was like, is this more about Dante or the other guys here? Or is it about both? And then that's when it was making me think about first one is the title, right? Okay. Gregor one, oh, they don't have a song. Okay. All right then. So yeah. Okay, so I was looking a little bit too much into that then. It's just when they was talking about the, was it, did you mention the fruit and the flesh of the fruit or something like that? Can't remember exactly. But, yeah, do you know what I like about these? I do like about these, that like, even though I don't know the context, it's kind of fun to kind of like guess what's happening here because, there's a lot more, there feels like there's a lot more story, nuance and layers to them, right? Yeah, I think that one was a lot easier straight away to be like, okay, I think we're on about Don Quixote here. And as I say, that video that we watched about the references from books for the characters and some of the themes in the game kind of caught me onto it a little bit quicker, right? Okay then. All right, let's go on to the next one. This Tain. And you guys saying CC's on for this one then? Okay. All right. CC's on. This one's got 15 million views. Oh, this is a lot newer. We're talking 10 months ago now. Okay. Awesome. drop the like. Let's get into it then. Tain. Let's go. Captions are on. Artwork's gorgeous. I could listen to this at the gym. Okay. I don't know why these make me think of Karen. Yeah. Hey, yo, dude, thank you very much for the member. Humor me. Get it to you.
喂，奶奶，最近发生了一件非常有趣的事，我讲给你听啊。天天，奶奶再见。不过我们今后应该也不会再见了，对吧？
Never see each other again.
明天期待每天，不需要永远。阴天、晴天，无论哪天，好心情无限。I won't pretend that I don't care. 无限，无限，无限。Take in the weight, each moment there's 无限，无限，无限。Fresh air, so crisp, water so clear. 无限，无限。
Limitless.
Caterpillar scream, butterflies fear. 永远。
Ooh, that's a lyric? That's a bar?
What if we can rise against the wheels of death? If we are always wrong, we can be holding
True.
memories, hoping that through my finder, you'll find another answer. The world inside my heart is overflowing love. Watch me take my steps. My journey may be short and sweet.
Why?
Kindness leads my way.
I feel like this is connected to something really sad.
Someday I'll be jealous of me resting in peace. With a smile on my face. Rest assured, rest assured. 人之初，性本善，性相近，习相远。It's alright, Monday. It is time, such is life.
Shit. That was kind of deep, right? That hits outside of gaming and stuff. Once again, let me just take a moment. Humor me. Thank you very much for the member there. I really do appreciate that. I didn't want to ignore you. Damn. Okay. That lyric of what was it? The caterpillar. What was it? What was the lyric now? The caterpillar dreams. Let me go. Have I gone too far? If I've gone too far. Did I go too far? I did, yeah. I think I did. Rude to overstay. So obviously this is definitely like, you know, about the the mortal life that we live. You know that. What was it with the? I want to find that caterpillar line because like I think that was beautiful because I think that's such a relatable statement. Let me find it quickly. Caterpillar's dream, butterfly's fear. That's such a fucking bar. That's such a bar. Because like to me, that's so relatable in the sense of like the idea of like wanting to chase something, and then when you get there, you know, you fear the loss of it all. Also, that like early, you know, your childhood, adolescence of the dreams and everything, and then you know, adulthood and how risk averse you become as well for one, and that idea of like what was it? So if we race against the wheels of death, where was that other lyric as well? This had some. That was it. If we were always running, we can't behold the sceneries. Like this is just like you know, like it's that age-old thing of like just take a moment and just look around. You know, look to your feet, look what's around you, take it in, experience it. Life comes and goes in the blink of an eye. Really, it's fleeting. It's impermanent, and before you know it, the things that you dreamed of are your past. And sometimes it just takes a moment, just to stop and just, behold the sceneries around you, breathe it in, take it in, because the present itself is that millisecond. It's always the future. It's always the past, right? It's so fleeting. Yeah, this was dope. Look at your feet. Don't look at your feet. You'll summon a Smurf. You know what I mean, though? Just take a moment to ground yourself. Like, I want to say by that, look at your feet. Look at the earth that's around you. Do you know what I mean? Like, ground yourself where you are at that moment. Take a moment, listen to the sounds, look at the sights. We don't do that enough in the modern life. You know what I mean? That's a thing you used to do as a kid all the time. You know, where you'd stop and you'd take it all in. Where now, you're just rushing from one moment to the next. I'm always chasing that thing, whether it's money, whether it's a career, whether it's love, and you never take a moment to just stop and be like, this will all be gone one day. Do you know what I mean? Morbid when you think about it, but beautiful at the same time. It's what makes it so beautiful, right? It's what makes life so beautiful is the fact that it's impermanent. It makes it so special, and you shouldn't take it for granted. You should try and enjoy it in every moment. And it's also a thing as well. If you're healthy, appreciate having your health, because when you don't, you'll wish you did. Anyway, off of the somewhat relatable fears of being immortal, should we move on to this one here? Sakai, I believe it is. This is from Ryoshu's Kanto. Okay, I'm all in it for this one. Let me pause that a second. Okay then, so there. This one's a collab here. This one is, right? It's not just Mili. And this one's done 7 million views. This came out 3 months ago, so hasn't done the rounds as much as some of the others. But yeah, let's check it out then, guys. If you didn't know, I've only just started playing the game, but it's clear I've already got a bit of a favourite, right? I'm that guy. I'm that guy, right? And I'm not even ashamed of it. All right, let's get into it then. Sakai then. Let's check it out. I'm excited. Kanto is very heartbreaking. Or is he? It already feels very sad. Artwork again. Beautiful.
When I was young and lost, you showed up and had my doors unlocked. Like threads, petals unfold. You have shown me the
You guys are making me worried now because you're all saying like this is super sad, and I'm like, this sounds very hopeful at the moment. Sounds like somebody was you know, everybody can find that person that can.
I knew I must step up. You deserve the road and more. The truth is that you rather spend our limited time together. Protection alone is not enough. Providing cannot fill an empty cup. Thirsting for love.
This makes me think I should spend more time with Rosie, man.
Turned myself alone.
Don't even know the context, and
What do I know about love? How can I recreate what I've never had? All I know is that I must keep you thriving. If nutrients are what you lack, I will water you with every drop of blood I have. But now I know that sacrifice is the easy path. My absence cannot ever change the facts. I wanted the very best for you. Believe me, our resurrect can never be cut, and this is not for sayonara. Will you forgive me at last?
this is, I think, probably hitting me in a different way than probably obviously like it is to you guys because you've got context of what's going on. But I think you know, obviously meeting the person that you love and you've you know, your best friend, your soulmate, it's almost like that what's it there, that like damn, it suck to not be with them. I don't know. I don't know what the context is, but like that's just all it's got me with there. It's just got me. It just made me think about Rosie, and I could be spending more time together. That did get me choked up a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a pussy. What the fuck? Honestly. Oh shit! It's give me a lump in my throat, man. Give me a moment. It's in a good way, right? It's in a good way. Because, you know, obviously she's my best friend and I love her. And, you know, we're partners and everything. It's just like them lyrics and that, man. It's just like, shit. You know. That'd suck. Okay. All right, I'm good. Shit, man, I didn't expect that. Okay. Fuck. They are beautiful, yeah. They really are beautiful. Again, for me at the minute, like in the gacha space, Arc Knights is like my peak when I look to music, but this is like different. This is like with Arc Knights, obviously there's like exploration of the lore and characters and stuff like hits as well. A lot of this is like very relatable, right? This feels like it crosses outside of the world and the game itself and the connections to the characters and stuff. This feels like it's real shit, right? It feels like it anyway. It really does. Again, I think I saw Ken say it's art. It's genuinely art, right? It's and that's what music is at the end of the day. Like I say, there's so many bangers in the Arknights music collection, and I still say, Hypergriff are a game company. Well, the LARPing is a game company, but they're a music company, really. But holy shit, these are really, really got me, man. Like, actually got me thinking about stuff. I didn't expect that. I thought we were just going to get some like cool music, which we did, but it went a little bit beyond that for me. Okay, all right. I think I'm going to upload this as a video as well. We'll see if we don't get nuked by YouTube, but we'll have to see. But you'll have to let me know what you think down below as well. Chat's been letting me know what they think, and yeah, I honestly got a little bit choked up there as well, and I didn't expect I would. So yeah, shout out to everybody for telling me to check this out. I'm really happy I did, and it's made me more excited to get the context. I'm going to come back to this when I've got the context. We might do this again in the future when I can have that context and I can have that conversation with you guys, and we can relate together, right? We can relate together, because this was really good. I'm gonna have to subscribe to them as well. I ain't even subscribed to Project Moon. Whoa. Okay. All right, chat. Good one. I think not relatable, but I'm dead inside. Really. Love your reaction, similar like Captain. Would you cabinets react to this? Yeah, that yeah, I ain't had a moment like that. I don't think on on stream. Like I was having to. I felt like I was holding something back there. I think I felt like I was holding something back. I don't know if it like built up from all the other songs as well. You know what I mean? Especially like say this interwoven thing of like hope and despair and fleeting feeling of mortality into that, like this idea of like shit, everything is gone so quick. I need I need to spend more time with my missus, man. Like we spend a lot of time together, right? But I need to spend more time with her. So yeah, man. Fucking fuck you guys for showing me that shit. Fuck you guys. Shit. Yeah, that like built up a little bit. Okay. All right. I'm cool. I didn't cry. You guys are lying. Shut up. I didn't cry anyway. No tears came out. Just a little bit of shimmer going on. All right. I had something in my eye. Bit of dust. There's a bit of dust. That's what it was.